Okay, so was not expecting this. Didn't stream yesterday. Wasn't feeling that great. Not. There we go. That's working. Not feeling too bad right now. But we're on the final table of the 2250 daily deep stack. Haven't played tournaments in a while. Played two today and ended up smashing this one. This might be quick. Nope, we're still in. All right. I am coming in ninth in this, but it's not bad. Getting through that blind isn't bad. Let's see. I'll put up the prize pool in a sec. It looks like you guys can see it right there. Currently ninth position. There was 106 players. Top prize 554. Entry was $20. Currently locked up 4770. So I think my total entries for the day was like 40. It would have been 41 because I played another one with a buy-in re-entry and add-on for $7 each. So what is that? Yeah, $41 total. So slightly profitable for all the tournaments today. And we're gonna try to win one of these with COVID. There we go. Now let's make sure that this is working. And it should be starting up okay. Alright. Yeah, it really just didn't feel like grinding cash just yet. So I just jumped into these a couple hours ago, and here we are. Let's see. Yeah, you can see everything there. Cool. Let's see. Let's see, we're going to go up to 2,800 in a minute, so it's fairly close. You can see the stacks here. We're kind of close all in the bottom three. One double, though. We get to the middle, and then the other guys are kind of pulling away here, so we're pretty much just ICMing it until we can get at least one double and then put on some pressure. I don't really love my seat. Two big stacks here, and the other one over here. This guy's kind of funny though. He'll call any flop bet. Literally, I watched this guy throughout the tournament call any flop bet with anything, and you just got to fire twice on him. Every time I bet on this guy twice, or I saw somebody fire twice, he gave it up. But he always called the flop, and if people just checked down against him, like huge bets, and that's how he got that stack. And I think I only saw him bet the river one time, and of course he had it. But this isn't great, so it's going to be a lot of folding. But not bad. Haven't played tournaments in like 3 months, and snag the final table here. Why is that not working? That is very strange. The well, that's a good Good place to be. So nobody's really done anything yet, so I don't like the open rip. Obviously, if somebody opens, we're going to try to get the money in, but I think we can just kind of min-raise and see how it goes. I mean, obviously, we're no threat. We're in 9th place, so if anybody has anything playable, they should just be jamming on me. Don't think we're going to get much action. If we do, this player is kind of the one we want it from. That's a pretty good flop. So he might just rip this in my face with any pair. We're going to go ahead and bet the same. Like I said, he calls pretty much every flop bet. If he jams, I feel great about it. He calls. I don't know if there's much advantage to continue betting. Except when the times he is on a flush draw or something, we may get that action. I thought about checking and betting the river, but I didn't want another spade to come off, kill my action. But that's the first time I ever bet at him twice. That small, so maybe maybe the read's too good. But hey, but we got the chips, that's fine. And we're just trying to work the money in. Maybe I really should have checked that turn. Like, if I check this turn, like, what's the real worst case scenario? Like, because he's gonna call this turn bet with a 7. I mean, he can't give it up on a 7. I don't think he's folding a 10. I think the only thing that he really folds here is hands like King Queen and Queen Jack, like paint cards. So maybe the move here is just to check. So this is probably a mistake, but I mean, we picked up 11K, so it can't be too bad. And I'm in 7th, so that was a little compulsive on my part. It wasn't great. Don't know why, but it looks like I'm dropping frames. I honestly have no clue as to why that is. I don't need the break.
Fucking Bluetooth won't connect.
Bluetooth won't connect?
What?
Your Bluetooth is what?
It won't connect to my laptop.
So now we're in 7th. Don't really know these players as tournament players, so I have a little bit of info on a couple of the guys I've seen play today, but I really don't know what my expectation is. But we'll see. Honestly, don't know why. Oh, maybe this is why. I think this might help the drop frames. Yeah, that might have done it. There we go. I forgot I was scrolling TikTok all that time, so it used up a lot of memory, so I cleared it. I've been just TikTok on my computer, just scrolling for the 3 hours I've been in this fucking tournament. Almost 4 hours now. What time did I get on this? I got on this at like 1, right? Yeah, so it's been about 4 hours. I have about 11 blinds in about 9 minutes, so not bad. Not great, but not bad. Let me make sure if this shit's working. Let's do it. Nice. Oof. Maybe the 9 first. Don't get my hopes up. So it's interesting when this player raises. First time it would have folded around to me. There's a lot of... Wow. It walked. Okay. All right. I was going to say there's a lot of schools of thought on if this player raises, but I don't know him well enough to know where he's at. So I would be more worried about jamming against a limp than I would a raise, but he didn't even go for it. Not a defendable hand normally, but when we're getting 9-1, and this player I don't think has the kind of moves to just rip it pre, which he should be. He's super motivated to. And the only reason I didn't do a stop and go is because Danny could definitely be trapping. Big stack. I think we want to bet a little something just to keep somebody from fucking around too much. And we're going to go a little bit bigger on the river. Right there is about fine. 2 pair, he should have a lot of jack hands, 8-jack, things like that. That's a nice little steal. I mean, it's not really a steal, but I kind of protected myself from getting bluffed. I mean, 99% of the time there, I think I ended up with the best hand, but I don't know about on the turn. He could have had a better 9 for sure. He probably just had a jack, but I think betting there is important because even if we show down, we don't want him to see that we defended with that garbage. And we do want to encourage people to keep limping, so small bets are fine. And just like that, I'll go from 9th to 5th in chips. Pretty good. And now we're in that middle group. And we're not too bad. Right there in the middle. We could definitely do something from here. Come on now. Put this.
It's weird because my laptop is literally saying connected, but there's no sound coming through. It's still coming through here.
Have you tried taking the I have to do this sometimes with my headphones on my phone. Take them off, put them back in the case, close it,
That's what I
and let them
literally just
reconnect.
did.
Well, then I go the other side and I reset the phone.
It's my laptop.
I'm saying
So
reset the laptop because it may be, but it might not be. Or if it is connected, it might not be playing that to it. You know what I mean?
Well, sound is still coming from the computer, so.
Right, I'm saying it can be connected but not be the output for the laptop. You might have to select the headphones because they can be connected but not in use automatically.
Mm.
Like that's how it works on my computer
Mm.
if I use the Bluetooths. I don't know. For some reason, I'm dropping. No, I have a good connection. I'm just dropping frames like a motherfucker. So maybe there's some kind of.
It's probably because I was streaming, I'm sure.
Huh?
It's probably because I was watching TV, I'm sure.
No. That's not even close.
No, that's the only thing that changed that made you.
No. This has been happening the whole time.
Oh.
I'm saying that there could be
Something going on.
atmospheric shit. Like because I'm not losing any feed. I'm just dropping frames, which means that our internet connections are fine. But there can be shit like fucking sunspots. There can be weather things. There can be wind. There can be, there's weird things like that. So, like my output is fine. It's just I'm dropping frames on my end. Yeah, you guys can't really see that, but yeah, fuck it. I'll just put this up. I think this is fine. You just need to see the prize pool and where I'm at, right? Oh, look at this. Oh, and he's drawing dead. What the fuck was that? Oh. Well, down to 8. That was insanity. The fuck was that? No, that was just straight up dumb. Oh, I gotta log back in. Yep, I reset the thing. 60733. Yeah, that looks better. No, that was crazy. This guy, guy min raised, dude defended. Checks. Dude bets a third pot, pretty standard. Gets raised 4x. Guy still has 20 grand behind. Gets jammed on. For some reason decides to... Whoa. Okay. Fun. Well, we go up. So we got locked up 52. Just because he didn't raise doesn't mean this player specifically doesn't have an ace. He seems a little extra careful. He has a big stack. It's kind of a big bet. Huh. There's no other player at the table that I would fold to immediately, one pair, except this player. There really isn't. Because, one, I can't be convinced he doesn't have a hand that he wanted to get jammed on. Because, like, look at these stacks behind. We're all on raise and rejam call-off stacks. Or a hand that he wouldn't go with. So, like, if I call there, I think if I check the turn, he's going to bet. And I'm going to have to call that a super high percentage of the time. And I don't think I want to. I really don't think I want to. So, it sucks to give up the ace-5. But I think without... Like, it would be different if it was this player, you know what I'm saying, or even this one. I think I would have raised pre-flop if he had just limped, but that player specifically seems to be more or less concerned with GTO performance. This should only be strength. I don't know if I would go after Brian this way, because he shouldn't be folding any hand that he can open from there. And that includes all the suited aces and any two broadways, any pair. He shouldn't be folding to L for that raise. Maybe he's trying to... I mean, he just plays a lot of hands, though. I don't know if he's... I don't know if he's getting out of line. I just think he plays quite a few hands, and he's got more chips now. And when that happens, these guys are going to play. I don't like the defend too much. I think you want to be 3-betting or folding. Next pay jump's the biggest one since the cash. I think we... Yeah, that's a nice check raise. We hit the cash, it was $42, and then it went up to 43, 45, 47, then the next one's 52. Or that's where we're at now. Next one's 73, so it's a $21 jump, so it's kind of big. Yeah, this has got to go all in. Whatever hand this is has to like this board. Like, I don't think you can call here with one pair, or at least you shouldn't. This should always be 2 pair plus. I don't know if you're ever going to see even King Jack of diamonds do that. So that should only be ace 5. Only because I think ace queen would 3-bet, and I don't know if queen 5 would defend. Ace queen might not 3-bet, but if you had ace queen, would you really need to jam there, or would you just overprotect the top and bottom? Yeah, I think you got to call. I think you got to call this as ace 5. I guess it's possible to have the suited queen, like the queen 10 of diamonds, but I don't know if you go that ape shit. Second in chips versus the guy who's first. Doesn't sound good to me. So once these 3 guys go, it'll be more of a tournament. I just gotta make sure not to get too low so I don't fall into that. These 2 super shorties, it's kind of... Because nobody can fold when these guys go all in. If you're involved in the hand, you can't fold for these stacks. But, like I said, the guy defends. But you gotta bet flop and turn. Or turn and river. I think you just go with flop and turn, though. Smart, just bet small. Yeah. Yeah, I think that fold with the ace was really good when you see how this player, you know, what his playing style is. See, like, this is one that if I was on the button, I think I would just rip it, but I can't play it from here. It's literally the worst suited ace in the deck, ace 6. I think I would definitely be playing ace 5 or ace 10. I don't think I would play in between. Yeah, he's gonna jam all buttons, which he should. Got time. Blinds go up in 5 minutes. This player should not be playing slow. Although the one, it doesn't really affect them much, but it does knock me to 10 blinds. I like that we're seeing walks. If I can get another one, that would be nice. I'm thinking about it. I may defend here depending on who does what. Justice is going to jam quite often, though, which he should. Yeah, smart man. That's a great jam spot for him. Good man. Smart. Anything this guy's debating about calling, he should have. Like, King Jack suited, Ace 10. Absolutely. This is kind of, well, that's the end of that sentence. I was going to say this is kind of iffy if it folds to me, but I don't think we can call and expect a call here. So I think we see jams too often. Yeah. Snap call. Yeah. Look at this. Look at all the outs. Ooh. It's kind of the same. If he goes out or if he doubles up, it's kind of the same for me because now I can steal from the small. If these two stacks weren't here, I would be jamming this. If it folds to me, it's tough if L min raises. Alright. No choice. I mean, it's a big jam, so when we're called, we're usually not in the best shape, but should get a lot of flips, because I don't know if Brian's going to fold. I mean, he's obviously not going to fold jacks, but I don't know if he's going to fold eights. You know what I mean? Might fold lower than that, but I don't know about eights or nines. But we just don't want to get beat by, like, ace rag. But he's not going to... He just took that hit, so I don't think he's going to try to double somebody else. Still in 5th place. Put this up here. This should be more traps, but I feel like it's strength. I honestly don't know why. Like, not crazy, but like, it could definitely be an ace. I think he should just be betting minimum all the time, unless he's just absolutely crushed the board. He might be loose with it, I don't know. I mean, Justice should be jamming pre-flop at a high percentage, so this would be a good spot to limp. But with Zepp limping out of first, I'm not sure. Maybe it's an over limp. Yeah, I can't believe nobody's fucking betting. Just breathe on this pot, it should go down. You guys are just gonna give chips to the shorter stack? Oh, maybe not. I mean, you should only be all in if you have 2 pair plus. Good bluff, but shitty river for you. He's a really good bluff, though. It's if that 8 doesn't come off, he's got to fold. But the turn bet was I mean, I think he gets away from it free. Well, but then again, this guy, like I said, he calls every single bet. You have to bet twice. So if you don't bet the flop there, he's gonna end up having a set. Limped eights out of first, by the way. Down to 7. Gotta bet twice. I think I really set the tone by playing those small bets right off the bat. Because they're working. Like, if these players learned how to bet size properly, they could dominate. Just bet your own hand, man. I mean, you don't have to, but you don't put yourself in that position. Short stack in the big blind. We are ace king. We are all in. Okay. Hopefully it's a flip. Classic flip. Hold, please. Thank you. Nutter Butters. Lovely. So he should still be rejamming. I don't know why Danny didn't rejam the queens. Are you going to fold if somebody jams behind, or are you trying to trap somebody behind? Because that's never going to happen. Oh, third in chips. Look at that. Come in last. Now we're in third, and we got some room to work here, too. And it's pretty flattened out, too. Top stacks, 115, 110, and I'm 95, and then there's a big gapper going on. 30,000 gap till the next place. So we're going to be able to put some steals on now and show these guys how to play. Because it's way too tentative right now. This should be a bigger bet. Like, yeah. It's never going to work. Yeah, he's bluffing with nothing. This is never going to work. It has to be something you're setting up a big bet for on the river. But he's just absolutely just... I mean, look at this. He just... Check, flop. You know. Min raises, right? Checks, flop. Oh, that's a good one. Checks, flop. Turn, check. 1/4 pot. And then doesn't even go for it on the river. If he makes a big bet on the river, he can get away with it. I think we may go for a raise here. If Jersey goes, that's tough. For 16K? Yeah, I think I want to call it. It's close. Come on. King 10, Queen 8. Thank you. It's close because I don't know how prone Rubio is to rejamming over a call. But the call is definitely proper to call against his stack. It's just the fact that I was in the small blind versus the big. So I don't know how wild these guys are going to get, but I'm going to start stealing. Hey, I'm in first. Ooh, look at this. Somebody else has got the idea too. From last place to first place in... We've been here about what? Maybe 30 hands? Yeah. Right about there. Us. Yeah, I'm gonna go 10K. Which I think is fine. 2.5. I don't think Brian gets that out of line. Nice. not going to abuse it, but I'm definitely going to set a bigger price. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33, 34, 35, 36. Took me 36 hands on the final table to get to the chip lead. From 9th to 1st. Pretty good. Interesting. I do think we defend. I think we're going to go slightly defensive in value. I mean, I can literally have anything. And the range of hands he's going to want to check raise me on the turn with are very small. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's just ABCing. I really do. I know I'm talking about lead a lot, but I think it's going to come down to me and him. I think also check is important. I think if I lead at him, I don't think it's as effective. I want to see what this guy does when I limp. Check. Okay. That's fine. I'm not certain he has a piece there, but I kind of want to know that that's his tendency so that we can set traps. Not like I'm going to not raise the good hands, but there are hands like King 10 or Queen Jack or like Ace 9 that I am going to limp raise on him if we set up a certain way here. So this is my good steal spot. I'm going to take it. You know, these players have to be worried about ICM, so they're just jamming or folding. And I don't know how often these players want to get involved. Like I said, lead does defend quite a bit, but yeah, we can definitely take that steal spot versus them. We can just put on the best pressure. So it's nice to have a king in my hand, but it's obviously the hand's trash. It's just a spot. And I really don't expect to ever get 3-bet, except when we run into the top tier hands. You know, probably even just Queens plus, not even Jacks plus. So, and I don't think they're going to defend King Queen, King Jack, King 10. I just don't think they have that in them. I think we're seeing way too much passive shit. Just fine. This is a good ad for if you play on WSOP. You can watch me, you can watch what I do. Thing of it is, though, if he bets again, he should win this pot. I mean, he can even check the turn and bet the river. But you don't have to bet big. You can bet like 12 thou on the river here and win most of the time unless you're up against exactly an ace. And I think if you have an ace, I think you want to size up here. Yeah, that's what you don't want to happen, is that blue card to come off on the river. I still think if you get checked to, I think you want to bet here, but you don't have to go big. You can go 12. He's going to call everything. He's going to call every bet one time. And see, look, like, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Making a little pissed at himself for that one and go kind of crazy. Might come down to me and Brian. See, my man here is the only one playing the game who's not on a big stack. Question is, do I want to get it in when I hit a king? Wow. That's kind of shitty. That sucks. I think we have to call now. Yeah, he's going to check jam all. He's going to jam over all the checks every time, which is fine. I was hoping the 9 would come out. If it had come out 9 high, I would have called, obviously. But Rubio seems to know how to leverage his spots. I only have to call because L calls, which is kind of interesting. Look at this. I mean, I know it was only 10 blinds, but we're kind of beyond that point. I think we still do have to raise bigger when I go for steals versus the big stacks. So I'm probably going to go 12. This isn't such a good steal anymore. Alright, I'm glad he opened. Yeah. I remember watching a final table not too long ago where Fedor was on it, and he had gone from short stack to big stack. And the standardized bet at the table had been the min open for a while. And when he got the big stack, he started pulling away. And then once he got to a certain point, he elevated his bets. He started opening for 2.5x again. And I remember the commentator sitting there going, I don't understand why he's doing this. The standard's been 2x. And he goes, and I think it was Nanonoko said something to the effect of, well, he's got the chips to do it. And afterwards, when he won the tournament, afterwards when they interviewed him, he said, well, I realized I was the only guy who could afford to lose the extra half blind. And it's true. So he just started putting that pressure on, and it made his opponents play even tighter than they were, because it was like final 5 of this, crazy, I think it was a Triton series, I'm not sure, but it's, one of those $50,000 buy-ins, all amazing players, but he ended up attaining the chip lead at like 7 left, and was like standard steal, and then he just decided when he was going to pour on the gas, he just upped his bets, and it worked brilliantly. So I like that idea of making your bets bigger in standardized form when you have the leverage. See, now, I think you can actually go bigger bets and try to kill the pot in one. You got your value, but look at this. I would have wound up with a monster. I mean, it's just hilarious. I mean, all he had to do was bet flop and turn. That's all he had to do. That river card never would have hit. I like the distribution of chips though. No, I thought Zepp was going to raise something there. Huh. I'll take a walk. Good hand, but I'll take a walk. Why not? Allows me to give a walk. That's weird. We saw this the first hand of the tournament where I ended up with the 9-4, or the first hand of the final. Same exact scenario where I had 9-4, and I ended up making 2 pair and winning by the small bet thing. Rubio's smart if he jams here. I said that earlier, but This should be a trap, but I don't think it is because we've seen this twice already. So I'm just playing on equity. So if we can pull a queen or a club, I think we're going to bet the turn. Yeah, he's limping something. Maybe even something really good like ace-king, but seems doubtful. This seems more like the suited jack to me. Could have raised that, but I kind of want to see if these guys will fight. Huh. I haven't done one in a while, so I think I'm going to try if L folds. It's just less confrontational when we open bigger. And that is my steal spot. You know, I know it seems crazy out of second position, but when these guys are in the blinds, until one of them takes a big hit to the stack, they kind of don't want to fight with me too much. I mean, Brian, I think, is trying to... He's the only one who I see doing anything really active. Danny and L are pretty much playing on hand value. And Zepp's been in like 80% of the pots, but nobody's putting any pressure on him, so I think that's influencing his decisions. I mean, oof. Be great if everybody folded to L. So that is very concerning. That's super concerning. Because I'm seeing Danny as a... See the queens before. I don't think I want to fold, but I'm considering it. Might be able to float for the spade unless he just goes apeshit. He should have a pair. Okay. Yeah. It's close. It's very close to a jam pre-flop, but just because of who he is, I think he's most comfortable with pairs, so it probably would have been a raise, but the raise was so big. Yeah, see now they're bringing up the size of the raises. Damn, folded the king. Not that that's necessarily bad, but shit. I folded because of how much Rubio is prone to jamming. So, sucks that I did. I'm not supposed to defend the king nine. I'm supposed to 3-bet the king nine or give up. This is a flush often if we see a bet. Often from this player. Wow. Ace jack? What'd you have, buddy? Ace 8. Okay. So, funny. Like, if you're gonna play, like, people know, like, charts, it's like, if you're gonna play those hands, you're doing it for the removal and the steal factor. Like, he could have bet at any time and won that hand. He could have bet this flop, he could have bet the turn and river. He could have definitely bet the flop. That's a shame. That is a draw-heavy board. I mean, this can just be automatic with any pair. It's hilarious. It really is hilarious. Ooh, hello. Not folding. Don't care. Come on, Led. He's right at that jam spot, too. That would have been perfect. Ooh, do it again. These players really have to have a really good hand to continue, because both of these guys should want to get their chips in soon. And if I'm opening up, because I'm not folding to either of these, obviously. Come on, L. No? If he has a deuce, it's whatever. But we're trying to get him with a worse ace or a pair. I think checking the flop's the only way. I wonder if L will limp this blind. He should just be jamming. Good man. Good man. You win a blind for that. I think we're going to go ahead and raise. Nice. Keeping that chip lead. These guys are close. I think L or Led should be jamming here. He shouldn't be limping anymore, but he kind of wants to. Yeah, I can see it in him. Yeah, because this is why. This is a great raise. This is a great jam spot if Danny takes it. Oh, it's so brilliant. Led's going to fold, and I think Rubio has to fold here unless he has ace-queen plus. Wow. Well, that's a setup. Jesus. Ugh. And I'd have made the nut. Yikes, that's huge. Man, that sucks for Rubio. He's a really good player. He's taking advantage of all the spots. That's such a setup. It's a cooler and a half. Great folds, but hey, smart. He's smart. Most players would just say fuck it and chuck the money in. He's not giving up. He's got less than 2 blinds. He's got to get it in soon, but these are great jams because this is not going to get called unless somebody has a premium. This is a great jam by L. I mean, if you have ace jack suited, you have to call here because you got to know what this guy's doing. But you don't love it if you're Brian. You might actually give it up. It might be a good move. I think I'm calling ace queen off and pocket nines plus. Ace jack suited's a hard one. I think it's still a call though. He's considering it. Yeah, he's getting really pissed. He doesn't want to fold whatever he's got. Wow, that is a wide call. Like I said, ace jack was my minimum. No chops, sir. You just killed yourself. I mean, he's got to have something. It's not just a straight jam with ego. That's why I was debating ace jack. I guess I had the range locked in. I think Brian might tilt off now. That was bad. Yeah, he's gonna tilt it right off. I'd love to see L have aces here. That would be just brilliant. Not that he's a bad player, but just having him on my right would be so much better with all the chips than having this time bomb over here. Does Zepp go for the jam, or do you still keep limping? Hey, means walks for me. Alright, so if everybody folds, I'm putting Brian in blind. Alright, everybody just fold. Just fold. Ah, 7. 8. Ooh. Brutal. I'll take it. Down to 5. Alright, it's a little rougher with Danny on my left, but he's pretty tight, so I think my steal spots still remain the same. Danny on the button. So locked up $144, not bad for a $20 entry. I mean, how much longer is Led going to try to hang around? He came in as a chip leader on his final table, by the way. And he's just bled it away. Alright. Fold. Wow. I'm only getting out of the way because I don't think L's doing this too wide. I think Brian rejams a lot over L for some reason, and I don't think Zepp folds enough, so I think Ace Jack's a clear fold versus L. Because he's not just going after the shorties. He had to raise out of first into all of us. That's dumb. Perfect flop for L. I mean, if you have something, you just put them all in. You have to beat a jack. It's literally what you're being told. Wow, he flopped the joint. Why are you limping? You jam. 5-6 doesn't call you. Down to 4. Locked up $200. 10x buy-in. Not bad, not bad. Now we're gonna see some poker. Now we're in the fun parts.
Oh, where are you? Oh, are these the new girls? Hi, new girls. It's not creepy at all.
Sitting out.
I just saw Mr. Call.
Danny got disconnected for a second.
Okay.
Some players will sit out in the blind just to make people raise them for no reason.
Serena's training the new girls. We have new girls coming in.
Oh, to the sorority?
Yeah, and she had called me earlier, so I just returned her call.
Right.
As I'm calling her, the girls are reciting the history, and they had just said my name.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And Serena was like, wait, say that again? She made them say it again, and I was like, oh my god.
That's crazy.
She's like, they literally just said your name, and then my phone rang with you calling.
Sure.
I forgot that we have new girls, and we've got our founders events coming up, and I don't know, part of me wants to go, but I just don't know how I
I'm sorry, I'm Final Four there.
I keep forgetting.
Sorry, we'll talk all night after this is over. Because I can't possibly pay attention to it. I think going up a little bit is fine on the button. We don't want to incentivize Brian to do anything too crazy. Yeah, I think we have to amp it up a bit because those min raises, he's just way too prone to calling them. This is kind of changing my bet sizing on my position, which is fine when we're four-handed. Min raise is just too easy to call. It doesn't seem like much, but that extra quarter blind is kind of a big deal at this point. When the blinds get to 5 and 10,000, it'll really be significant. You guys might be playing too tight now, although I haven't had many good hands. 7-3. Let's try raising Danny from the small if it folds. Yep. Giving up the button's kind of important. It makes it look like I'm not just taking every steal spot. So when we have just trash, we can give it up. Ooh. Don't know if that's smart, Brian. There's a lot of hands Dan can limp call this with. Like, there's a lot of, I mean, obviously ace-jack suited, ace-10 suited, any pair really, any pocket eights, pocket sixes. Honestly, most suited aces too. Wheel cards would be fine. King, queen, king, jack suited, king 10 suited. I don't know if Danny can fold here. Yeah, every pair, right? You have to call. Bink. Down to 3. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if he just raises, he has a chance, but he just took away all the play. It was 10 blinds. It's 10 blinds. It's absolutely, you can't fold. All right. Down to 3. Locked up 282. Next prize jump is really significant for an extra 110, 50% increase. It's an auto bet. We can represent the 10. Yeah. You can't represent the king very well because I didn't raise pre-flop, but we can represent the 10 all day. Plus, he's got to be scared of me having a 3. L should be raising here. Nice. I'm going to fold. He's going to be jamming most buttons and folding most blinds. So... $200K. It's tough now if L jams. I don't think it's a call. And I feel like he's gonna. Yeah. This is not a call. It's too much to risk. My advantage is too great. I don't need to take that race. I'm not folding nines. Alright, we're going on break. I'll be right back, guys. Final three. Alright. So pretty close. Coming up on 510K. So we'll have about 20 blinds, 12 here and 21 there. It's pretty close. Let's get it on. Come on. Putting up the good steals. Feeling pretty good. Locked up 282. Next page jump 395. That's pretty big. And then 550 for first. Not bad. I didn't even realize this thing was overlaid. I didn't even realize this was overlaid. That's awesome. Free money. Yeah, they need 110. No, they need 100, 10, 11, 12, 112 and a half to cover with no rake. This had a rake of $1.80, so on 1820, let's see here, 2250. Normally, to get this prize pool, you would need 124 players, and WSOP would make a profit. They didn't even cover the guarantee, so it's fully overlaid. Even taking the rake out, they still came up $130 short on this one. As players are playing the big tournaments, these are just little chili dippers. There's a tournament series going on right now. Pretty good so far. Oof. He's going to get tired of that very quickly. I'm still limping a bit. Interesting. So that's tempting because I do believe often my clubs are good outs, but I also think he actually has a slice here. My 7 can also be good sometimes. Yeah, I think I'm going to give it up. I'm not convinced if he has a pair or if he has the draw that counterfeits me if I hit. All right, that's good. I wanted to fold the next one. Just because I don't want to be constantly battling with Danny from the small blind. But L's definitely being more active. He might just be getting a rush of hands, though. Look at this lead. That's a great lead. I mean, what do you do here with fucking ace-king? I mean, you kind of have to give it up. That's a great lead. I think Danny's more prone to just lead a pair. Smart. I think we're just going to go super small here and try to make it look like we're full of crap. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's fine when we have it, but it's also fine when we don't have it, I guess, because of that. I could have checked it, but I don't know. There's a lot of bad turns that kill action anyway, so if he has middle pair, we want him to stick around, check turn, and then jam river. Yeah, but he might be cocooning right now. Yeah, he's just waiting to get a spot where he can jam. It's still a lot of blinds. I mean, there's not much going around. But the blinds are going to go up in about 3 minutes. He's got to start doing this. I don't know how often Danny ever folds something here. For 9 blinds, I mean, I think you can call with like Queen Jack suited. I know you can call with Ace 10. I know you can call with Ace 5 suited. I don't know if Danny's going to fold here very often at all. I just don't see it. That's actually a good call. Ace or 9? Nope. It's a good call. Because L has to jam. We've just seen that Danny doesn't like to fold, so you know, no matter what happened there, either way, it's a great call. ICM wise, or not ICM, but GTO. He may get a little out of line now. It's funny because he really only distrusts the jams. He doesn't so much distrust raises. Like, I'm not seeing him 3-bet. This should only ever be 2-pair plus. I don't know. If you have a 10 here, it's kind of really rough. You can't raise. Clearly in the chip lead. Just thinking I haven't gotten any good steal spots on the button. L's smart, so if he has something good, he knows he should just be jamming. I mean, these are both pretty good players. For the buy-in, they're both pretty good. Damn. That's the one card I didn't want to see. If the ace doesn't come off, I can steal the turn every fucking time. Ah, that's so frustrating. I wasn't even trying to hit. I was just trying to not have an ace come off. Ugh. Like, even a king is fine. That's so brutal, too. And he blocker bet me so perfectly on the river. That's so great. I mean, I already got my chips back, but whatever. Ooh, look at this. Really? It's the first 3-bet we've seen on the final table. Well, not folding. If he's got me beat, he's got me beat. Hold. Thank you. Heads up. I knew he was fucking around. It was the first 3-bet we saw. I raised him so many. I said he was going to get tired of it. Heads up, baby. We locked up $395. Top prize is $554. I'm going to let one go and just try to set pace. Okay. Check. I'm not sure if L's one of those guys who always bets when he's checked too. He might be. It's hard to call if you don't have a heart. I'm going to walk one. I mean, we have a bit of play to go here. It's not like, you know, it's not like the blinds are crazy high. Alright, we might check raise this one. It is a limp pot, so you can have anything. Don't know if we're folding here. My hand looks like 2 pair a ton. I mean, I don't know if 8-9 folds, but I don't think we can give it up. I think it's a cooler if it happens. The 10 on the turn is fucking gross. If he has a 9, I'll puke. He's only going to jam a 9. Woofa! I had to rep that 9. Had to rep that 9. I think he had an 8. I honestly think he had an 8. I think he had an 8 or a good 7, like ace 7. He could have had like 8 queen or something. Or 8, I don't know, 8 whatever. 8 deuce, like some weak-ass 8. But you have to check that turn. Nobody bets the 9. Oh, at list level, they don't bet the 9. We'll let him have one. I got a lot of outs. If I'm not ahead. $407,000. I want to make him think about that limping, so jamming the ace is nice. 418,000. Plus, he's got 12 blinds here, so we're going to be putting a lot of jams on him. But I want him to also be walking sometimes. Jack high is pretty good here. You can have 9-10. And you can also be just trapping the shit out of me, but I'm not going to bet the jack high. This is like having ace high and a raised pot at a full ring. You just kind of see how it develops. I'm waiting for the time when he starts jamming. Psychic. I don't know if he folds a jack. But this is what happens when you limp pots. You end up in spots like this with a 9. Yeah. That's the problem. That's why you have to do something. You have to define your hand in some way. I want to see what happens when I limp. It's the first time I've done it. He might be sus of it. Yeah, he is sus of it. He thinks I might have an ace. Computer hand. That's what you should be doing. Blinds go up in about 2.5 minutes. I'm gonna walk one. That's fine. I mean, the blinds are getting to that point, so yeah. Got the gay waiter. Make a 3. It's not bad. I mean, he hasn't raised anything. I imagine he's jamming an ace, so. But it's a good card to rep. We're going to check and call off. Because if he's trapping an ace, this is how you get it in. Oh! 7-5, yeah. You never have an ace there, bro. $427. The 8's kind of weird. Yeah, the 8 is weird. Yeah. I don't like the 8. I don't know why. I don't like the 8. I'm kind of making him play fit or fold here. God damn. Shitty hands. I'm just going to lead. Yeah. Just anything decent. 432. I was going to say, he hasn't bet a flop yet. Yeah, his chip stack has changed, but he hadn't bet a flop yet. All right, blinds go up. Yeah. Yeah, this is the level where he starts jamming. So I felt like he was going to jam pre-flop. Maybe he was. The next blind jump is suicide. We really don't want to get there. Oh my God. Heart. Heart for Jack. That's it! What's a Jack for? A flat tire, baby. Woo! Winner, winner, chicken dinner! From last place to first place. Yeah, I got lucky, but I had the guy down to fucking 10 blinds. Get off my back. Pretty sweet. 20 bucks in, 554 out. Nice. Very nice. Big old tournament win. How's that for you? Nice to get, what is that? I don't even know. 27, 28 buy-ins? Hell of a thing that it came off luck on the end. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I will try to send you to a host. I think I see one that I like, and it is a poker player. So I will, oh, nope, they went off. Oh, well. I'll send you guys to somebody. Thanks for hanging out. Still have COVID. I lost taste and smell last night. It's really upsetting. I'm basically just living on bananas and bagels because they're the least disturbing thing to eat right now. I feel generally okay. You know, a little stuffy, as you can see, but I'm not coughing as much. I don't have a fever today, I don't think. I'm a little achy, but generally feel good, generally. So, yeah. That's it. And, hey, man, if we can win tournaments on COVID, maybe we should play more of them. I'll see you guys soon, and have a great night.